Good day, traders. I'm doing this video to quickly address a question that I get quite a lot. People ask me all the time. What lot size should I trade? They ask me. I've got a $100 account or $1,000 account. I would like to know what the correct lot size is to be trading. And it's a bit of a frustrating question because there's no correct answer. There's no fixed lot size that one can be trading. And if you are trading with fixed lot sizes, then you're not practicing money management, which is essential in trading. If this is something you want to take seriously or do professionally or turn into a career, you're really going to have to practice proper money management skills, and your lot sizes is going to vary depending on many factors. Every trade I place has a different lot size, and like I say, there's a few factors that you have to consider. One of the things is, what pair or instrument am I trading? Every instrument has a different value per pip or per point that it moves. Silver or oil or an index moves differently than say the Euro USD. So opening point one on each of them will not be the same. So the instrument you're trading at, and even different brokers has different payouts for each point it moves. It depends on the contract size really. So what pair you're trading influences the size of the lot that you have to open per trade. The other question that you have to ask yourself is where am I going to place my stop loss? You can't just open a trade and not know where your stop is. Before you enter the trade, you're going to have to tell yourself where you're going to place your stop loss, where you're going to cut the trade, and where you're going to say I'm wrong and close the trade. If you don't know that before you enter the trade, you're doing it wrong, and you're going to fail as a trader, and you're going to eventually blow your account. So you have to know exactly where you're going to place your stop loss size, your stop loss, and that'll depend on what time frame you're trading. If you're trading on a daily time frame, you'll have a much bigger stop loss than if you're trading on a 15-minute time frame. So there's another big variable in there. And the third variable is, and the main one is that you have to ask yourself is how much am I willing to risk? You got to know before you enter the trade how much you're willing to risk. Am I going to risk $20? Am I going to risk $100 on the trade? And again, if you don't know this before you enter the trade, then you're doing it wrong. So, like I said, there's all these factors that you have to consider. And once you know that, then you can work out the trade size. And like I say, there's no fixed lot size. If you're going to open the same lot size on every instrument, on every trade, you're definitely doing it wrong. But I'm going to show you guys 3 ways where you guys can easily work out the correct lot size to trade. Actually, first want to go through 2 trade examples to show you guys, why it's not a good idea to trade with the same lot size. And I'm first going to look at a trade that we took on our trading room on the USD JPY. And this was quite a tight stop that we ended up taking on this trade, and we ended up taking a long. And the blue line was our entry line, with the red line being our stop loss line. And we ended up taking I think it was about a 12 pip stop loss, 11 or 12 pip stop loss. And with a lot size of 0.1, we would have risked about $10 or $11 on the trade, which on a $1,000 account is roughly 1%. So not too much, and you can probably up your lot size a little bit. But then on a similar also trade that we took on the CAD yen, only we took this on a daily chart, and we were trading this corrective pattern for the move down. Here, again, the blue line was our entry and the red line was our stop loss line. You would have had a stop of over 100 pips, and then trading with a 0.1 pip stop, we would have risked $116 on the trade. So you would have risked 10 times more on this trade with the same lot size. And so you guys can see there's no, you can't use the same lot size for every trade. It does depend on the size of your stop and how much you want to risk, and the instrument and that. But alright, so to show you guys the 3 ways of working out the correct lot size, the first one I want to look at is just using these lot size or position size calculators. You can find them all over the internet. I've got an example here of one, and I'll copy the URL in the description below, where you just put in your account size, how much you want to risk. Let's say you want to risk 5%, which would be roughly $50. And then you can put in the stop loss. Let's say you're trading the euro dollar with a 20 pip stop. it'll tell you that the correct lot size you need to open is 0.25. And on this website, unfortunately it only works out your lot size on currency pairs. They also mention that gold, silver, oil, and those things have different contract sizes with different brokers. But normally your broker should have, or a lot of brokers have these calculators on their website, so you can also use the calculator on the website. So that's method one, is using, or I've even seen people with Excel spreadsheets that they've compiled to work out these lot sizes. So either use one of these website calculators or an Excel spreadsheet to work out your lot size before you enter the trade. And the second method is one that I used when I was unsure on my lot sizes. It's a bit of a sloppy one, but it does have a kind of a benefit also. But it's not the ideal method. But what I like to do is let's say you want to enter a long year on gold. What I would do is I would start off by entering the minimum lot size that you can enter, which in this case is 0.01, and placing your stop loss where you want your stop loss to be. Then you can calculate, well, 0.01, obviously with your stop loss placed here, is going to risk about $5.7. So let's say you want to risk $57. You can quickly work out that you need to open 0.1, and that means you've got to add 0.09 to your order. Now, so that does mean you're going to have two orders open. But what I like about this is the fact that I normally keep my 0.01 open regardless. Quite often you're in a trade and you would close early, only to notice later that your trade would have hit your take profit weeks or months later. And the nice thing about leaving the 0.01 open to let run is you can afterwards see easily in your results whether your trade would have hit take profit, and it's a lot easier to analyze your setups and your trades afterwards, and to see if you're maybe closing your trades too early, or if you can hang on a bit longer to your trades, or if you maybe should close your trades a bit earlier. But like I said, this isn't the ideal method, but this is a second method that I've used before to calculate the right lot size. It is a bit of a lazy method, but it does work. So yeah, just start with 0.01, place your stop loss, and then work out how much you need to add after that. All right, and the third option and the best option actually is to use some sort of indicator or software. I know there's a few on the internet, but the ones that I found didn't really do what I wanted to do. And I used to train people in Forex, and teaching people the right lot size to trade. Was supposed to be an hour lesson, but it always took me half a day to teach people, because it's a frustratingly difficult thing to learn. So I ended up actually developing my own indicator that I use for my students, and I'm still trading with it today. It's the one that I use is the easy order indicator. Some of you guys might have heard about it. It is on our website. It's not for sale really, and I'll make it available on our website again for you guys to try out. But it is available to our community members, and anyone that joins our community and links to any of our brokers will receive this easy order indicator and all the rest, even our other software and benefits. But the easy order indicator is quite simple. In this case, you place your stop loss line where you want to place your stop loss, your take profit where you want to put your take profit, and then you can set your risk. Let's say I want to risk $50, so that'll be about 5% risk on my account. So I'll risk $50, and then the easy order indicator will place the trade with the correct lot size. In this case, 0.09 is the correct lot size. So yeah, those are the three options, guys. You can use one of the online calculators. Just open the smallest one contract size you can, or use some kind of software to place your orders for you. So that was informative. If you guys are interested in the easy order indicator, like I say, it is free to our community members, and I'll make it available for everyone on our website for a limited time. You can download it on the website. I'll put the link below. But yeah, guys, as always, good luck and happy trading.